The definition of monoculture is contains one and only one type or species of organism. The opposite is polyculture, which means contains more than one species of organisms. Like the Amazon rainforest, the most biodiverse place on the planet, is a perfect example of polyculture. This is what we want to achieve in our fish tank. Now, let's talk about the importance of biodiversity in our aquarium. When doing water changes in an attempt to keep the tank clean, what happens is you are trying to get rid of the fish waste, which is removing harmful nitrites, but what this is actually doing is removing a lot of good bacteria too. After a while of doing this, what will happen is that bad bacteria will bloom and overtake the good ones and become a monoculture. This will foul your water and eventually kill your fish. By always trying to keep a clean and sterile tank, it makes it not in harmony, which also destroys the biodiversity in the tank. This is what can kill fish because the very few microscopic bacteria will become a monoculture, putting stress on the fish and plants in your tank. Here's what you want to do when you're setting up a brand new aquarium is to keep in that mind that more is better. Alright, more is always better. The greater the diversity in the tank, the better. If you already have a well-sustained aquarium that's already set up, you can fast track your new aquarium by putting a piece of sponge filter from your old tank into the new one. You can also put other things from your old tank in the new one. You're setting up like driftwood, gravel, rocks, etc. What this does is adds bacteria and other microorganisms to the new aquarium. If you don't have an old aquarium already set up, you can follow these easy steps to add diversity in your tank, which will bring life and natural balance to your aquarium. By setting it up this way, you will have a sustained aquarium that will last years and be healthy for a very, very long time. Alright, this next part is going to sound pretty crazy, but you need to go to your local pond, river, or any body of water that supports life. After at the location you choose, you want to find dead leaves that have fallen into the water, dead leaves, and rest at the surface. Okay, so the leaves that have fallen off of trees and whatnot that have floated into the water and now they have sunk to the bottom of the river. And now you want to grab a handful of these leaves and you want to actually throw them right into your aquarium. Yep, it sounds crazy, but that's what you want to do. Put them directly in your aquarium. That's what's going to bring life into your tank. The biological impact this has on the tank is amazing. To further explain, you are bringing in all kinds of microscopic life, such as bacteria and organisms that are already on the dead leaves. This will add diversity and, in return, bring everything in balance. Also add a variety of aquatic plants and animals like shrimp and snails. Remember, more is better. So yeah, snails are great for eating different microfauna and different stuff like that. Um, same with the shrimp. Like neo shrimp are really good for small tanks. Alright, the next step is that you want to use a deep substrate. 1 inch of organic soil and 2 inches of aquarium sand. Over time, the aquarium will develop a food web, and you can drastically cut back on your feeding of your fish. So the reason being because the tank will supply enough food for them in the form of microscopic organisms. A main one would be microfauna. Microfauna is a food for your fish. They're eating microfauna all the time, but it's not visible to our eye. Fish can see on a microscopic level. Another good way to add and increase microfauna in your tank is to add Indian almond leaves. Caution, as this will add tannins to your water and make it a brownish color. Make sure you research beforehand what type of fish prefer to live in black water environments. So black water environments are when you put the almond leaves in the water and then it starts to turn it brown. That's then called a black water condition. Almond leaves are a food source for the microfauna and are great for bioactive aquariums. So now to sum it all up, you need to seed your tank with life from outside, like dead leaves you collected. You can also put rocks, twigs, and other materials you collected from a body of water in your aquarium. Then don't forget the deep substrate, which I'll most likely be making a separate video on in the near future. And to go on, finally sit back, relax, and let Mother Nature do its thing. So that's pretty much all you have to do. You don't want to do much with it after that. Um, sit back and enjoy your tank. Don't fuss with it too much. And you can do periodic water test. I do water tests on all my tanks weekly, every 7 days, just to keep an eye on them because they are freshly set up. But other than that, they are perfect. They don't need water changes. I only top them off with distilled water. They stay crystal clear, and the fish are healthy and active, and yeah, everything's flourishing. And again, you want to use distilled water only um, when you top off your tank, when the levels get low. Alright, so to recap, the main word here is diversity. The more bacteria, organisms, plants, etc. that you have in your aquarium, the more balanced and in harmony with nature it will be. Nature knows best, so give it a try and don't be afraid of nature. It's your best friend when setting up a natural biodiverse aquarium that will feed itself and stay crystal clear for years and years with next to no maintenance. Anyway, that's it for now, and I hope you learned something new from this video. There will be lots of videos to come, so don't worry, I'll be around. So make sure you subscribe to stay tuned and give this video a like. Thanks for watching. Peace.